Well, comeback wins always feel good. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Sense of Benny, and today we're going to recap tonight's game between the Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers as the Phillies defeat the Brewers by a final score of 4-2 as Alec Bohm delivers a 2 RBI single in this ball game to put the Phillies in front. Now, guys, before getting into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please do engage the bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. This video is also brought to you by All Things Phillies. All Things Phillies provides a daily video of highlights from the game. So please go subscribe to his channel, link in the description section. So a confident behind victory for this Phillies team, someone we don't really see very often, but we saw it tonight. Alec Bohm with the 2 RBI single late in the ball game to put the Phillies in front. Walker Margot with some insurance. So this win certainly felt good. So the Phillies get their 6th win of the season as we are now only 2 games below 500 as we sit at 6-8. So we get the day off yesterday, a very much needed day off, and we start off this 3-game series with a win. So another win against this Milwaukee Brewers team at Citizens Bank Park. We swept them out in a 4-game series last season in May, and we win the first game of the series here. So we were trailing for a good part of this ballgame. This offense wasn't showing much life until later in the ballgame. Corey Knebel, I love Corey Knebel, comes in and gets the job done. 1, 2, 3. So I feel so comfortable with him coming in the ballgame. Let me just say that. I can't believe for my 4 years here at Phillies Township Media covering this Phillies team, I have never really been able to say, like, I feel good. I feel good in the 9th inning. I've been able to feel good so far this year with Corey Knebel coming in. I feel comfortable. As we pick up the scoring summary here in the bottom of the 1st inning, Bryce Harper, just missed a home run right here as he doubles on a sharp line drive to left center field. Gene Segura comes around to score as the Phillies will take a 1-0 lead. So that was Harp's 5th double of the season already, and the MRI came back today and it revealed an elbow strain. So Bryce Harper is DHing. He's been DHing for almost the past week now. And what did I say when I made that video in February? How great the DH is going to be and how great it is. And if it was not for the universal DH, Bryce Harper would be in the injured list right now. And he would not be playing. But thankfully, the DH is so wonderful. It is so good. The DH is just so wonderful, so you don't have to put Harp on the IL. You could just DH him. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Now we pick it up here in the top of the 3rd inning. Hunter Renfroe hits a sacrifice fly to right field. Willie Adames comes around to score, and the Brewers now tie it at 1. First of all, Willie Adames with some heads-up base running. Christian Yelich grounded out the 3rd, and they did not, throw him out at 2nd. They went as Alec Bohm went for the short out. At 1st, and Alec Bohm not covering 3rd as Adames with a heads-up play goes to 3rd as he gets there safely. It's just like, Alec Bohm, what in the world are you doing? I hate to get on the guy. Of course, he gave a huge tonight for us at the plate. Huge for us with that, that 2 RBI single he delivered to put this in front. But you can't be doing that kind of stuff. You cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. So disgraceful. And that's not the first time he's made a mistake out there this year. I mean, of course. I mean, now he's made a lot of errors, but just the heads-up play hasn't been there. That Oakland A's series, where he was just walking halfway between 2nd and 3rd. So get your head in the game. I mean, that's just bad fundamentals. That's not good heads-up play. And those are the kind of mistakes that can cost you winning games. Cost us a run. So there you go right there. So that just can't happen. As I said, Hunter Renfroe with the sac flying. Great throw by Nick Castellanos and great side by Adames. At home plate. Muto, the ball pretty much beat him there. Muto tried whatever he could. That was just such a good slide. It's hard to really blame anybody there. You just have to give credit where credit is due. Now, could JT have done maybe a better job at attempting to apply the tag? Yes. But that was just such a good slide. You have to give Adames credit there. So a great base running right there by Adames. He took advantage of a mistake from Alec Bohm, not covering 3rd, and then he has a great slide to home plate as the Brewers tie it at 1. Now, then we pick it up here in the top of the 7th inning. Old friend Andrew McCutchen hits a sacrifice fly out to right field as he goes the other way. And Mike Borsorello comes around to score. And the Brewers now take a 2-1 lead. So Andrew McCutchen got a little nice ovation from the Phillies crowd as he's now wearing the number 24. Of course, he wore 22 when he was with us. and got a nice ovation. Of course, he's being the designated hitter, and he's actually having a pretty decent start over there with Milwaukee. I mean, it was time to say goodbye to Andrew McCutchen. I love Andrew McCutchen. He's great. I mean, he was good for us in the 3 years he was here because we didn't win with him. But I expected him to get a little nice round of applause, and he did. But of course, when he stepped up to the plate, I kind of gave him a little round of applause. But as soon as he stepped in the batter's backs and put the batter's shoulder, I want to get him out. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see him do anything against us. I mean, of course, I really like the guy, but I want to see him strike out every single time he's playing against us. So the Brewers now take a 2-1 lead. Of course, that was off of Jose Alvarado. So 2-1 Milwaukee. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alec, Bohm, he does it again. 2020 Alec Bohm has returned as he singles on a sharp ground ball the other way to right field. Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos come around to score, and the Phillies now take a 3-2 lead. So another big hit right there for the kid Alec Bohm. Another big hit. He delivers. That is clutch. That is clutch right there. Another clutch hit right there for Alec Bohm. So he delivers with a 2 RBI single late in the ball game like that. It's a huge hit for Alec Bohm. Another huge hit you can add to his already impressive resume. He was fired up at first base. Bryce Harper fired up when he crossed home plate to score the tying run. Of course, the Nick Castellanos scored the go-ahead run. So a 3-2 Phillies lead. Huge. Then Juan Camargo with some insurance. Juan Camargo. Am I right? Juan Camargo singles on a line drive to center field. JT Realmuto comes around to score, and the Phillies had a nice endurance run there. Now a 4-2 ball game. So Juan Camargo, I mean, that was huge right there. I mean, just a 1-run lead. Now you give Corey Knebel a little bit more breathing room, and now a 2-run lead, which is huge. So every little bit counts, every little bit helps, and that'd be your final. 4-2 is your final score. Gene Segura out of the last spot, collecting 2 knocks, also scoring one of the Phillies' 4 runs. Today actually had a pretty good day. Rhys Hoskins does close, but he collects a walk, right? I mean, this is one thing I love about Rhys. I mean, I've really grown to really like Rhys Hoskins. Obviously, he's not really getting off the best start so far this year. But I love Rhys because of the fact that he's able to work, a lot of good at-bats and see the baseball and work the count, and he's consistently gets on base. I mean, Rhys Hoskins consistently gets on base. He consistently draws walks. We'll go take a look at his OPS, 773 when he's just hitting 205. So he has a 773 OPS when he's hitting 205. So that should tell you something that he gets on bases consistent now. Of course, I'd like to see him hit the baseball a little bit more. I like to see him be more consistent with hitting home runs and things of that nature. But I've truly grown to really, truly appreciate Rhys Hoskins. I mean, he gets on base a lot, man. I just love it. So another walk tonight for Rhys. I do like to see him swing the bat a little bit more, though, and hit the ball to the ballpark. Bryce Harper, 2 knocks tonight. We didn't know that elbow was the elbow strain, right? You really know that's a big problem for Harp. The RBI double to left center field, getting it started in bottom of the first inning, and he also delivers on a single also later in the ballgame in that huge bottom of the 8th inning. So RBI for Harp, his 11th of the season. And Nick Castellanos, 2 hits tonight, scoring the go-ahead run to put us up 3-2. So a big night for Nick Castellanos as he continues to stay hot. Had a great throw out there from right field. As I said, that was just a great slide. And just a little unlucky there. That was just a weird inning. I'll say that was just a very, very strange inning. And it's a 956 OPS, and he's hitting 321. So Harp's also getting his average up there now at 241. JT Realmuto, 2 knocks tonight. Also scored one of the Phil's runs and drawing a walk. That was a great at-bat. Kyle Schwarber, I mean, he was showing a little bit of a life there. I mean, hit the ball over 460 feet in Colorado. That monstrous shot. I mean, one of the longest home runs I think you'll ever see. Remember Michael Franco in 2016, he hit over 470 around there. And Kyle Schwarber goes hitless tonight. Out ball, and it was a big one, right? D, 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 8th inning to get the Phils in front. That was huge. So keep this guy in the lineup. I mean, just clean up your heads up play, clean up that defense. Clean up your heads up play. Juan Camargo also with the insurance RBI single. That was also huge. Juan Camargo. And Otubo Herrera, he's back as he gets to start out in center field as he hits 9th. As he was removed later in the ball game just because there was a lefty on the mound, and Joe Girardi brought in Matt Vierling to make it righty-lefty. Dude Barrera did go hitless tonight. We took a look at Rangers Suarez start. 4 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run was earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Great job at the top of the first inning workout at Jim. Of course, Andrew McCutchen leads off the ball game, doubles down the left field line, and then Willie Enemies, immediately singles at the left field. Now it's first and third, and then Cristiano hits this little nubber out in front of home plate, and then JT Mucho. I mean, I like the idea for a second. Okay, I don't have a problem with him considering going to second, but he goes to second. And the thing I didn't like about that, and it kind of reminded me what he did against the Rockies, in the Rockies series when he kind of hesitated to throw the ball to home plate. He kind of hesitated a little bit here. He had the ball in his hand. He kind of stood there for a second. Okay, if you're going to go to second, fine, but go up firing. He stands there for a little bit. I mean, it wasn't long, but he hesitated. And then he threw to second. It was not a good throw at all, and everybody was safe. Just go the sure way. Okay, if you're going to second, fine, you come up firing. I mean, I didn't really like the idea anyway. I can understand it a little bit, but just get the shore out at first. But luckily, he's able to work out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, striking out 2, and that was huge. Then he gets the ground ball to third, and Alec Bohm just goes to shore way and steps on the bag at third to get the 4. So that was huge. Used to change up well. I just wish I could have seen him go a little bit deeper. Joe Girardi, I mean, I understood it. I mean, they're in the 5th inning. I mean, why you take him out? I guess I can understand a little bit, but I would have loved to see him go a little bit more. I understand. That's good pitching in the clutch. Right there. And the Phillies really haven't gotten good starting pitching so far this year. They just haven't gotten a lot of length out of their starting pitching. I think that's the biggest thing. We need guys who are going to eat innings. This bullpen's been great, but we need to take pressure off this bullpen and getting a lot of longevity out of our starting pitching, getting more innings out of them is going to help this bullpen down the stretch in August and September because they're not going to be as tired. So it's really, really important that our starters rank up those innings to get our bullpen a little more rest, right? I mean, that's part of the reason why our bullpen's collapsed. I mean, first of all, a lot of names are just not good in years past, but also they're working too much because of the fact that our starters just haven't been able to go a lot of innings. So it's been a big problem. Certainly the biggest. A great inning in the third of relief tonight. Jose Alvarado allowing that sac fly to Andrew McCutchen. I wasn't really too impressed with him. Of course, he was able to get out of that inning. Nick Nelson with a great inning of relief tonight. Getting the job done. And Corey Kinane with his 3rd save of the season. 1, 2, 3, they go. So that is your ball game. There you go. As the Phillies take the first game of the 3-game set against Milwaukee, 4-2. So that's huge right there. The Mets currently lead the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-1. They're the first team to 10 wins. First of all, they've had a pretty easy schedule. Yes, I understand. I said it on Wednesday night. I said, the Phillies have also had a pretty easy schedule. But the Mets, they really have had an easy schedule. And they take advantage of it. The Phillies really haven't. But the Mets, I think the verdict is still out on them. I'm still not really sold on them. The Nationals get absolutely clobbered by the San Francisco Giants by a final score 7-1. Patrick Corbin with 7 earned runs. It's just been a disaster. I mean, I am so glad the Phillies stayed away from him. And of course, they offered him a contract in the 18-19 offseason. Thankfully, he declined it. Zach Leo was the so much better choice. I mean, my, oh my, he's been a disaster for Washington. He has just been a disaster. The Braves defeat the Marlins by a final score of 3-0. So that is your little NL East update. Michael Franco, the only Nationals runs, he goes yard to left field. What's going on with those uniforms they're wearing? I think those are the ugliest uniforms. I mean, the hats, they got rid of the curly W, now they're wearing the Capitol Dome with the W. I just think all the different colors. It's navy, white, red. I just think it looks so silly. Almost looks like a spring training hat. It used to be their own spring training hat. So that is your ball game. The Phillies win 4-2 as we take on the Brewers tomorrow. Hopefully we see the cream tomorrow. It's a 4 or 5 game, so we should. Hauser on the mound for Milwaukee, 0-2 with a 2.89 ERA. Going against Zach Leo, coming off of his worst start as a member of the Phillies last time out against the Marlins, 0-2 with a 9.39 ERA. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove Media, Instagram, follow me on Twitter at BHotStoveMedia. Call or text 267-225-3292. Email me, PhilliesHotStoveMedia@gmail.com. So huge coming behind victory tonight. It wasn't like we came behind 5 runs, but still, this Phillies team in recent past has not really done a good job with the coming from behind wins. So hopefully this is a start. Hopefully we're going to start doing this now, especially with this offense being so lethal. So Alec Bohm with the clutch to RBI signal in the bottom of the 8th inning. Guys, thanks for watching 4 or 5 tomorrow. How's your wheel? I'm looking. I'll talk to you. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you guys.